Okay, now I'm going to go over here. There's no go live button. Should there be? Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay, so now I hit this go live button.
And it'll take a minute.
Okay. You tell me when you see us. Are we live, Shauna? Are we live?
Let me see. You know, it takes a hot minute. This Facebook thing.
I feel like I want to say, are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Okay, we're here. We're here. There's a delay thing with Facebook. It just
yes. Yes. It's like, are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Okay, there.
We will tag everyone and we can both do it. And then we'll make sure that we are where we're supposed to be. We're so excited. Yay. Look like we got some people coming on. We're a little bit early. So while we're a little bit early, I will just remind everyone, and Shauna is doing early bird drawings. You want to talk about that for a minute, Shauna? About your
Yes. So if you place your order by tonight, you're going in the drawing for 2 arm parties. So, you know, why not get in on everything? Because not only do you get in on the arm party drawings, but you also are automatically entered in the grand prize drawings, the beautiful faux Louis Vuitton and the $500 shopping spree. So why not get in on everything and get with your stylist, make sure that you have her shopping link so that, and get her help, send her your list, let her do the cart for you so you don't miss any deals. Get the best deal. That's the way to shop. And then you'll get in on everything. So we want everybody to get in on these arm party drawings tomorrow.
Yes, they're double dipping. It's like a double dip of ice cream. You get in both drawings. It's such a good deal.
Yes.
I'm hungry. Can you tell I'm talking about food? I'm hungry. Yeah, double dip. Get in that early bird drawing. Get with your stylist. Find out, you know, her shopping link. Send her your wish list. Let her work her magic math and get you all the deals. Okay, all the deals. We're so glad you guys are here. Do we have 7? Oh, we're almost to 7 o'clock. We're almost to 7 o'clock. We were stalling a little bit because, you know, technology. Anybody that's been here with us before, sometimes we have a little trouble with technology. But I'm very happy to report, knock wood, that we are here on time tonight with no technology issues. It could change at a moment's notice. Not a cloud.
We're not late.
We're not late. Listen, not a cloud in the sky in Texas. No rain, no loss of internet. So although the wind can blow for Shauna and she loses her internet, so you never know.
I know. You would think I live in the boot hills of nowhere.
You would. I think I'm more rural than you, and but we do. If it's raining, we lose because we have a tower on top of our house that, you know, connects to all the Wi-Fi. But we're supposed to be getting broadband, and I can hardly wait. We're supposed to be getting high-speed internet, and I'm like, yay! Yeah. I hope that works out anytime soon.
They've been telling us that for a couple of years too.
Yeah, you know, I don't have my hopes up too high, even though they have dug the cable in my neighborhood. But you know, that's as far as they got. That was it's supposed to be done like, I think, March, and what are we, September? Well, all right, everybody. If you stylists are here and you don't see your guests, go ahead and tag them real quick. We're gonna get started. And you guys, I am so excited for Shauna to be joining me tonight. And we're calling this Behind the Bling Holiday Edition because, can you believe it? I was going to look this up and I didn't get to it, Shauna. How many weeks are left before Christmas? It's not many. It's not many. I was going to look it up. I don't know how many. It's not many. She will Google that for us while I start, and she will tell me when she's got that number. But you guys, this year, I think more than ever, with the economy being like it is, a lot of people are beginning to think, oh my goodness, how am I going to pay for Christmas this year? Right? What are we going to do for the holiday season? How are we going to cover that? With families paying, $300 to $600 a week for groceries, and gas and electricity, and everything is just through the roof. People are really living paycheck to paycheck. There's a lot of people that are having those issues right now in our economy. And so I think this year more than ever, more and more people are taking a look at something they can do temporarily through the holiday season. And so, Shauna, did you find it? How many weeks until Christmas?
14 weeks.
Oh, a little over 3 months, guys. A little over, not quite 4 months, a little over 3. So, TikTok, it's time to really get started. And I asked a question earlier today. If you had an extra $5,000 for the holiday, what would you do? Would you do an experience for your family, go on a family trip, or would you buy gifts with that 5,000? A lot of families could really use $5,000 between now and the holiday season. So when you break that down, guys, that's only earning $1,000 a month in Park Lane. And we're going to share some numbers with you guys that are going to blow your hair back. I used to say this, and I mean it with all sincerity. It will snap the girdle on your brain. When you have a girdle on your brain, it's like limiting your thinking. But when you snap it, it's like, holy smokes, that is just blows my hair back that this could even be possible. And so we're going to be sharing with you tonight, we're going to just pitch questions back and forth, kind of casual like. We're just going to have an informal interview style talk tonight. But what I want to share with you guys is we have a wonderful program in Park Lane for holiday hiring. It's called the Holiday Pilot Program. Basically what it is, you come on board with us right now because we will get you started. We'll get your training going. We will get you moving forward to earn money for your holiday shopping needs. We try to get you to where you need to be by like Black Friday, so that you've got the money to shop online, go out and, beat the crowd, whatever you got to do. But whatever that amount looks like, it may not be 5,000 for you and your family. It may be more, it may be less, but your leader here can help you figure out what that would look like. So let me explain what the Holiday Pilot Program is, and then we're going to dive right into explaining a little bit more about Park Lane tonight. So basically what it is, you get started now, you get your training going, we start helping you earn commission. At the end of the holiday season, at the end of the time, you just put down your Park Lane if that's what you choose to do. If you want to stay on board with us and hold a few shows here and there, that's absolutely fine. But at the end of the holidays, you just stop holding those shows. And guess what? Park Lane will stop depositing those checks into your checking account. It will just stop. If you stop holding shows, they will stop giving you the money. So it's that easy. And the beautiful part, you guys, we are not getting married, so we don't have to get a divorce. At the end of this time, you just walk away with your cash for Christmas. Pay cash for Christmas. Don't run up those credit cards. Just pay cash this year. The interest is terrible, and it will, it will just destroy your financial situation. So we want our stylists and their friends to pay cash for Christmas. So basically that's as easy as the Holiday Pilot Program is. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to just pitch it back and forth and ask each other some questions. And together, I was thinking about this earlier today, Shauna, together, but our experience together, we have about 60 years, close to 60 years experience in direct sales. I know we don't look that old, but
we started when we were 2.
We did. We so did. And so together, there isn't much at this point that surprises us that we haven't seen or done. So if we have time at the end, you guys can pop some questions into the comments. If we'll try not to keep you too terribly long. I know it's a Wednesday night, it's hump day, you've got things to do, but I want to get right into asking Shauna because I know a little bit more about her. You guys don't, but she has all this education. You know, she just retired this year, but over 30, 30, around 30 years ago, Shauna, when someone approached you about doing direct sales, I have to ask, why direct sales? What were you thinking? You know, why direct sales, Shauna?
You know, we didn't have internet then, so we didn't see anything about direct sales on social media because that it wasn't there. So, you know, the only way we could find out about this type of career was someone we knew. Well, my husband had a cousin and we had girls the same age. So she had a daughter. 6 weeks later, I had a daughter. She had her second daughter. 6 weeks later, I had a second daughter. She had the third. I said, I'm out. So, but so we had play dates, you know, with the girls, and she was in direct sales. And so, you know, here I was, I had moved to a new area. I wanted to stay home because I didn't know anyone well enough that I wanted to babysit my kids. I planned to go back to work at a local university because that's where I'd come from. And in North Arkansas. And then I thought, you know, I can't do it. I don't know people here. I don't know who to trust with my children or my daughter, at my newborn daughter at that time. So, you know, and then I had two, and we were hanging out, and I saw that she was doing pretty well. And so I just point blank asked her, I said, Tony, I said, how much do you make per month? Well, she told me at that time, and y'all, this was in the 90s, $1,200 a month. My eyes lit up. And
Oh, yeah.
because, you know, I was staying home. So I really didn't have a lot of money. I mean, I was able to go buy groceries and pay for the gas in my car, but I didn't have money to go eat lunch with a friend, really, or do any extras at all. And so I was like, wow, what could that do for me? And, you know, Kelly, it wasn't long until I was doing shows. And at that time, we were really candid. And I had a little binder with my paychecks in it. And my
Yeah.
teacher friends were like, holy cow, you're making as much as I am, you know? So that just, it opened my eyes to the potential right then and there. So that was it. So, you know, when I decided to get away from that company, we'll talk about that later, but I really loved this direct sales space and I was sold on it.
Very good. Very good. I love that. I love that so
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah. You know, and so, when we talk about coming over to, both of us did that. Both of us started with another company,
Right.
and then we came over to the Park Lane company as direct appoints, you know, which I know we'll talk about that a little bit, but if you have experience, you know, sometimes you can be appointed to a higher level. So let me just throw that one to you, Kelly. Tell me what moved you to change companies and come to Park Lane.
Well, I'll say right away when I was approached by the company to come over to Park Lane, I said, oh, absolutely not. I love what I'm doing. I loved my company. I had been there over 20 plus years. I was close to 22, 23 years. And I was like, yeah, I'll listen, but I'm never going to leave. I love what I do. But what attracted me so much to Park Lane was the fact that it's not a new company. I was with a company that had longevity. I would have never jumped over to something that was a startup that was brand new. That is too shaky, too scary. 50% of new businesses fail. So I looked at the stability of Park Lane being a 69-year-old company. The company was founded in 1955 by Shirley and Arthur Levine. You guys, they were 16 and 19 years old. Think about your 16 and 19-year-old kiddos or grandchildren and think, can you imagine the intelligence, the work ethic to start a company that is now global? I mean, just incredible that they did that at 16 and 19. They were truly visionaries, and they really did help pioneer the direct sales industry. Our company has been around longer than most direct sales companies, and we've made it through. I loved the focus on family values. That was very important to me because my daughter was one of my leaders in my other company. That was super important to me. Having the independence and limitless income. But I also love the fact that if anything should happen to me, that I could give my business to my daughter, or I could, I could give my business away. It wasn't that way in my other company. If something happened to you, all of your people went to the next person who was above you. And so they didn't really have a choice where they went. And so I love that so much. The other thing that really attracted me to the company was the fact that in the 70s, Arthur and Shirley sold their business to three of their sons. And at that time, they made them sign a contract saying that they would not take more than 2% profit from the company, and everything else would be funneled back into the programs of the sales force. You guys, that does not happen. I've been around the block, like I said, about 30 years. And most companies take about 25 to 35% of the profit and pay salaries, pay their families, pay their executives, whatever. And I thought that was an incredible move because that's putting your sales force first. And you're not seeing that. There is a huge sweep right now. And it's sadly, many of our friends in direct sales are being sourced out of jobs because the internet is so wonderful and so positive. A lot of companies have decided, oh, well, we can just do it without a sales force. And Sean and I just returned from Ireland, where our CEO stood in front of the room and said, we will never become an affiliate program because we know the heartbeat of this company is all of you right here and all your people at home. We will never, ever do that to our sales force. And I believe that 100%. I really do. And so Shauna, I'm gonna get you to take the next one that I have a question because I've talked long enough. I know that the programs and the product were two things that really excited you too. So would you talk a little bit first, and you can pass it back if you decide you want to. Tell us a little bit about jewelry, because we both did not come from a jewelry background at all. So why would jewelry be a good thing and still a good thing to sell right now?
Well, it's funny because when I was really in that transition of getting out of my other company, a good friend called me, and she had been with that company too, and she had come over to Park Lane, and I immediately said, I'm not interested in selling jewelry. But I didn't know anything about Park Lane. I had just been exposed to other jewelry companies. And so, I started delving in, and I'm like, wow, this jewelry is different. I love it. And, the more I started looking, I'm like, this is quality jewelry. And so, as I started thinking about it, and I know that, one of the things that we both probably thought, and you especially coming from the makeup industry, is, but it's not a consumable product.
Yes,
But it
it is.
is, because the trends change every season, every year. And, in that book, How Not to Look Older, a whole chapter is devoted to not wearing on-trend jewelry to make you look younger. So, it's just one of the top gifts. People give jewelry for gifts. Why? Because every time you put that jewelry on, it makes you think of that person. It's the emotions,
Yes.
that what a special gift. And so it is the number one gift that women give each other. And it's one of the top three that men give women. So, the great thing is that we are a walking, talking billboard everywhere we go. So, we're walking out. Where did you get those earrings? Where did you get that necklace? Oh my goodness, I love your arm party. So, it's just one of those things that's a conversation maker.
It
People
is.
have conversations about jewelry all the time. So, it's just fine fashion jewelry is hot. Celebrities wear it. Everyone wears it. especially because ours is designer quality. It looks like the real designs, but it doesn't have the price attached to it. So, I think what's great is we keep it fresh. We have all the new introductions several times a year. We have two major, and then we have little mini drops in between those. So we always have something new to look at, and we have a price for everyone. We have jewelry for everyone. We don't just stick to genuine stones or one color metal. We have every looks for everyone. We have the dainty, we have the statement. So we pretty much have it all. But you know what? One of the great things is our unconditional guarantee. We take care of our customers. Within 120 days, 120 days, you can exchange or exchange, y'all. Let me say that again, or replace. That is amazing. And then replace after that with a small fee. So, one of the great things too is we don't have to keep we don't have to keep a whole stash of inventory.
Right.
We have opportunities to earn it free to show, but you know what? We don't have to stash inventory, and a lot of companies have to stash. You're encouraged to spend a lot of money for inventory with a lot of these companies. Makeup is one of those for a lot of the
Mhm.
makeup companies. You need to have it on hand.
Right.
A lot of people don't like to order. So that's one of the benefits. We don't have to do all that. It's shipped right out to our customers, and we don't have to worry about that. So I love that fact, and we can carry it around and show it in a little bitty bag because it's very lightweight. So if I want to meet someone at the coffee shop, at Starbucks or whatever, I can take a few rollers of jewelry and I can show it. So that's a lot better than lugging around stoneware like I did before. So,
Yeah. It,
oh my goodness, that was heavy.
a
So,
workout.
yeah, it was. So, one of the best things though is that you do get 100% support when you come with us.
Mhm.
You don't have to worry about, um, am I going to do this on my own? You're going to get all the support you need. So I will go ahead now and throw it back over to Kelly because we both came over because of a major thing that really opened our eyes, and that is programs. Programs.
Yes.
And that's to me, if you're looking at a company, you need to know what their programs are right off the bat. You need to study their programs and how they treat their customers, their reps, and their hostesses. So tell us about that, Kelly.
Well, I have to say, first off, coming over here and having company provided programs blew me away. Whatever incentives I gave in my previous company to my hostesses, to my customers, to my team, all came out of my pocket.
Mhm.
Even my credit card processing fees, I had to pay for them. Shipping, everything, I had to pay for it all.
Mm.
And
Wow.
so, I've often heard it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep. And we have that here. We have the opportunity to have these programs provided for us by Park Lane. My favorite has to be we have the best customer sale in the business. Women love a good sale. And when you get something on sale, you tell like 10 of your girlfriends, don't you? When you go to Dillard's and you get a $300 dress for $22, you're telling everybody. You're like, oh my gosh, when they say I love your dress, you're like, I got it for $22. You're constantly telling everyone. Our 2 and 4 sale is phenomenal. You buy 2 items that are your lowest price items, that will unlock 4 items at half price. Who does that? Sean and I were just saying, don't we wish we could run down to Dillard's or wherever, JC Penney's, whatever, and buy 2 low price items and get 4 at half price? For sure, right? Unbelievable. Not only that, our customer sale, we also have the best host program that I've ever seen in my 30 years. And I've hosted shows with other people and hold parties and done the whole, Tupperware and Pampered Chef and all those things through the years as a hostess. And I did not get the amount. In fact, I was a cereal hostess, not cereal like you eat, like cereal like I held them 2 to 3 times a year, sometimes four, as a customer because of the amount of jewelry I got. Our host program, our host average anywhere from $400 to $900 in free and discounted jewelry at just an average show. And what absolutely blows my mind is when a hostess gets 10 orders, even if those orders are $30 each, which equals 300, right? The company will give them 400 free. Okay, y'all do the math on that. They're selling less than what the company is giving away, right? They don't care. When you have 10 orders, they're going to give you 400 free. It is absolutely incredible that the average host can just gather a few girlfriends, and there's so many ways to party today. Don't we love that? You can gather online in Facebook, whatever, just like we're doing right now. You can have a hybrid show where you have a friend that lives out, in California and you live in Arkansas. She can gather her friends in California. You can zoom straight into her phone. She can cast it on her TV. They can have their wine and cheese. You can show the jewelry. You leave, and then they can shop, and we can do it all virtually. We can do messenger parties, which is unbelievable. We can do girls' night out. We can do Java and Jules like Shauna was talking about. Just gather everybody at the coffee shop, show a little bit of jewelry, and sell some jewelry. We have fundraising. I mean, there are so many avenues, and the programs are just unbelievable. And I will have to say, probably one of our favorites, Shauna, we get like great purses. Like you guys have the opportunity to win that faux Louis Vuitton here. We get actual Louis Vuittons. We get Gucci. We get unbelievable prizes. So much free jewelry for the stylist. We can get about $1,200 worth of free jewelry a month. But probably Shauna and I's favorite is this company literally takes us around the world. We are just coming off of a trip in Ireland where we took our husbands. So much fun. And then in the spring, that just happened in March, we were both in Paris, France. I mean, these are just pinch me trips of a lifetime. When we're earning a trip right now to Switzerland, and here's what's beautiful. It's not just the top percent that earn these trips. Anyone can earn them. Anyone can earn them at all. It does not matter who you are. You don't have to be in just the tippy top percentage of the very top to go on these trips. A brand new stylist can start today and earn that trip to Switzerland, and many of them will. So let me just share another thing. This is what I think people might be burning to know more about, Shauna, and that is show me the money. How do we make money in Park Lane? Show me the money. Make it rain. Make it rain.
Well, you know what? That is a good question because, I guess as a retired teacher, I always knew that teachers weren't going to get rich anytime soon, right? So that extra income really did come in handy. And I love the fact that we're among the highest paid in the industry, if not the highest paid. So, we start off making 30% commission and it can go up to 50%. And, when you look at that, it's all because of what you said earlier. They're pumping those profits right back in so
Right.
that they can give us the best programs. So that's how they do it. But showing the jewelry is how we earn our money. It can be one-on-one, just getting together with a few friends or a friend going out to eat, maybe stopping at Starbucks and, talking the jewelry. I get together with my high school friends. What do? They say, bring the jewelry, don't forget the jewelry. And so, and we do some shopping. I mean, one weekend, I think I had it all spread out on a bed in a bedroom. They wanted to see it and they did shop. So, but we have kind of some planned gatherings as well, some more planned gatherings, so we can do Facebook shows. Those are pretty easy. You can party in your PJs and you don't even have to wear a bra, all those things. So that's pretty fun. But you can also do the in-person. People are really enjoying being together because we missed that for several years. So, you can do something like gather at a restaurant, gather around a table, have some apps and a drink, and just show the jewelry. Nobody has to clean their house or do anything. So you don't have to clean your toilets. You don't have to hide the pets. So that's another way. And you mentioned fundraisers. One of the things we love to do coming up really soon in October is we love to raise money for the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. That's
Yes.
close to my heart because my mother had breast cancer and lost her life at a young age. So that's something that we love to do, and we love to raise money for any organization. So we have different ways we can do that too. So, here's the thing you need to know. Our average show nationwide, and we always preface this by saying, Kelly and I know that for those of us that are in Arkansas, Texas, our areas, we actually have a higher show average.
You do.
But even if you say 700, you're going to start out at 30%. You're looking at over $200 commission. So, that is not bad for a few hours. And we do get paid weekly. We love getting a check every single week. Every single week we get a check. And so we are working every week so that we can do that. And we love that. So you could make that decision, though, how much you want to make. You are totally in control. So you want to make more, you just do more shows. If you, if you're content with just a little here and there, you can do a few shows. So a month, it's totally up to you. It's your business. You do it your way. So, and just like Kelly said, that's not all the perks. We have lots more. And I will tell you that I would not be able to travel the world if it wasn't for Park Lane. That has been my dream since I was in high school. I told Kelly once I would get out when all my other friends were dating. Do you know what I did on the weekends? I studied the encyclopedia, and I took a country like maybe Germany one week and Italy the next, and I studied those. And my mom said, Shauna, I wish we could afford to just send you to all of those places that you want to go to so badly. So I know that she would be so happy that I'm doing that now. So I'll tell you what, let's just get down to, they've heard it. So why not just do it now? What do you think, Kelly?
I think that right now is the perfect time. As we mentioned, we're going straight into the holidays. It's the golden quarter, which means most retailers base their entire year's budget on these 4 months. Fortunately, in the jewelry business, we sell year round, but it really is the best time. People are buying gifts. And as Shauna mentioned, the number one gift women gift other women is jewelry. And you know why? Because jewelry always fits. You don't have to, I always say this, you don't have to give your sister a size 8 sweater when you really know she's a 12, but she says she's a size 8. So there's no returns. Jewelry fits, and people know where to put them. They know that the earrings go in the ears. There's no amount of training. You just can give the gift, and it's wonderful. But there is that emotional connection. So I love that. Right now, people are buying gifts. The other thing, you guys, think about this for a minute. If you love the jewelry, if you are your stylist like number one customer, why not keep some of your money during the holidays? You can shop for friends and family. Then you're going to make 30% commission. I don't know a single credit card. I said this when I did my welcome. I don't know a single credit card that pays 30% back on their cash back. It's better than Costco. It's better than the membership to Costco. You can shop, get all your holiday gifts for your friends and family, get that 30% cash back on it, which blows my mind, right? Amazing. So that's a really good reason to start now. We also just launched this new capsule that you guys are going to see tomorrow night, our Imagination Collection. So it's a great time to get going. And I just have to say, when people say, when should I start? I say, when do you want a paycheck? Because literally your upline leader will hold your intro show, They will do all the work for you. The only thing you have to do is gather your girlfriends, friends and family, and you will get a paycheck immediately. You don't have to, hit a certain amount. Whatever happens, happens. The other thing I love about Park Lane that I just want to share, we have no quotas. We have no territories. You can work anywhere across the country. We don't give you a little zip code and say, well, now go get rich in that zip code. You don't have to do a certain amount. And like I said before, if you don't want to do this after the holidays, you can just stop. Should you advance for whatever reason, move up the ranks and move into leadership position, you will never lose rank in Park Lane. They will never take your title away. Once you have done that, even if your entire team quits, you're going to stay at that level and you're going to continue to earn that extra commission. So I just think right now, and I know this just sounds, it sounds like I'm just blowing smoke up your skirt, but I'm telling you the truth. There is no better time than right now, right, Shauna? So Shauna, tell everybody, because I know the dying question is, how do I get started? If you love everything you've heard tonight, how do you get started?
I would just say schedule that show. Get schedule that show soon, because we are in our golden quarter right now. So people are loving this new collection and they're shopping. So schedule that show, and then you're going to get the amazing host benefits. And I saw that comment about how great our benefits are, that it's not based on the dollar amount, it's based on orders. And I love that too. And then, so at the end of that, you can decide if you want that show to earn 30% commission on. You can have that show, because your stylist is going to love giving you that show. And so it just becomes yours, and you can get started by just grabbing that kit. We have a wonderful kit offer that's $129. You can grab a kit. You're going to get $500 worth of jewelry of your choice to add into the host benefits. And your check from your show is going to cover that and more. So it's like pretty much you're not going to have anything invested. Once that, I mean, you're going to be free and clear, not in debt, because your paycheck is going to cover everything and more. So really, it's like, hey, why not? Why not just have the show? And if you decide that you don't want to do it, then you just get the host benefits and you run with it, because that's going to be a wonderful perk. So it's like schedule your show. Just schedule your show and see how it goes. And then if you think, you know what, this is it, I want to do it, then it becomes yours. It's that simple. So,
and Shauna, they get to keep their host rewards too, even if they join.
yes, there is no, yes, there isn't there. Yeah, you keep your host rewards. And one of the things, yeah, there's no Facebook police, there's no Park Lane police going to come and get your jewelry. So it's just a win-win. And if you are even thinking about it, don't delay, because those of us that did wish we hadn't. We wish we hadn't waited so long. So don't be that. So anyway, I popped in a Google form. Fill that out for us. And be sure and answer all the questions, and you will get in a drawing for doing that. So don't forget to get that filled out ASAP.
And ASAP, fill that out. You'll go into the drawing, fill it out completely. And the other thing, Shauna, if they join now, they're going to get a free impression bracelet too. So
that's right. So
those
that makes
are like
pretty much
$788, right? So
Yeah.
500 plus the 188 is almost $700 worth of jewelry. That's incredible for 129.
Exactly.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who doesn't have an impression obsession? So
that's right. You get to pick it. You get to select it. It will be like drops down what color you want. Shauna's got one on. I've got a limited edition one on. Yeah. You get to pick it. How wonderful is that? Well, you guys, I can't think of anything else. Fill out that form, grab it right now. It's in the comments. Shauna just posted it. Fill out the Google form, get into that. But seriously, just hold that decider show. At the end of the show, your stylist is going to turn to you. She's going to say, do you want the host rewards, or do you want the host rewards plus the paycheck? Totally up to you. Okay. So that's all you got to do. You guys, thank you, Shauna, so much for spending time with us tonight and sharing your expertise. Thank you all for being here tonight. And don't forget, you get to see us again. I hope you won't be tired of us. You get to see us again tomorrow night. But tomorrow night, we're bringing the jewels. We're bringing all the new bling to show you guys in our imagination collection. So we will see you all back here tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Okay. Thanks for being here, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thanks so much for being here.